Ah! Fuck! What's up? I eat a packet of Oreos and I cry myself to sleep. Why? Now you ask me what I do. What you should be asking me is what you should do. Now, these feelings that you're having, ask yourself, would you say the same stuff about your best friend? No, before you answer that, would you say those type of things to me? Would you say those negative comments about yourself in relations to me? No. Number one thing, you have to be kind to yourself. Now, if you're worried about your weight because of health reasons, whether you weigh too much or too little, that's another thing. We can change that through diet and exercise. But number one thing, you have to be kind.
Oh, you think you can play me like a fool? You think you can tell me this back profile trend is new? Where are my bitches with body dysmorphia at? I know my body conscious girlies were setting up the camera and walking around that room to make sure no strangers thought they were fat. David.
If you struggle with body dysmorphia, please listen to this video. If you don't know what body dysmorphia is, the medical definition of it is a mental illness involving obsessive focus on a perceived flaw in appearance. The flaw may be minor or imagined, but the person may spend hours a day trying to fix it. The person may try many cosmetic procedures or exercise to excess. So if that sounds like one of your tendencies or behaviors that you live your everyday life with, here's my number one tip. Guys, find your favorite photo of yourself, absolute favorite photo of yourself, and I want you to make it your lock screen on your phone. So this is mine, it's me in a bathing suit, and this is my favorite photo because in this photo you can see my cellulite, my stretch marks, all those things, and those are things that I have learned to love in recovery and appreciate about my body. And so I love seeing this photo because I'm so happy, and also I see the beauty in myself. So guys, if you are looking in the mirror and your brain is making you think something that's not there, that's imagined, just look on your phone and you'll be like reminded of the queen you are.
Trigger warning, but this is what I used to look like. I've always had body dysmorphia, so I always like to stay, skinny because that's what I felt. But during this whole quarantine, I definitely have not been able to work out, obviously, and I just don't like what I see, and I have body dysmorphia, and it's so weird to see myself not be how I was, and I can't deal with it.
That relatable body dysmorphia moment when you haven't worn or owned a swimsuit for 5 years, so you decide that today is going to be the day you go to Target and get a swimsuit, but it's been 5 hours and you haven't left the house yet? Ayo!
I call this fit, it's too hot outside to wear my regular baggy hoodie, but I still hate my body and don't want to be perceived. Duet with yours.
Oh, you think you can play me like a fool? You think you can tell me this back profile trend is new? Where are my bitches with body dysmorphia at? I know my body conscious girlies were setting up the camera and walking around that room to make sure no strangers thought they were fat.
It's really crazy what body dysmorphia and literal mental illness will do to you, because almost a year ago I looked like this, and I swear to God, I went home and I took pictures of myself and I was like, wow, this bitch is fucking ugly. Bitch, ugly? Where?
I buy larger clothing to hide my body, but because I have body dysmorphia, I feel like I fill out the clothing similarly to how a liquid takes the shape of its container. Now, you might think, Kelsey, you're just thirsty for compliments, but how could I possibly be thirsty when I am the drink?
One time in high school, I got it in my head that if I ate saltines every day for a week, I would lose weight. So I started to eat just sleeves of saltines for lunch. And one day, this girl was like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, obviously I've never been better. Thanks for asking. And she was like, no, I'm worried about you. And I was like, I exist in your mind? That's crazy. What's going on? And she was like, I just noticed that you've been eating just saltines for the past 4 days. Are you okay? And I was like, first of all, get in line. I already have a stalker. And she was like, can you stop for a second? I'm actually worried about you. And I was like, back the fuck off. Anyways, she's pregnant now, so I think she's probably gonna be a good mom, because she noticed that I was eating several sleeves of saltines a day. Also, I gained weight, so
Oh my god, I wish I looked like that. That's a picture of yourself from 2 days ago. Yeah, back when I was pretty. God, bitch can't reminisce now.
Y'all really think I wear oversized t-shirts as a fashion trend? No. I got body dysmorphia.
So you think I'm skinny?
Have you eaten today?
Why every time I could say oh my god, my nail broke, and you'd say, have you eaten today? This is crazy.
So I know I'm always on here posting about my positive and happy moments with my breast reduction when I look at myself and I'm like, oh my god, wow, this is the new me, and those are really great moments. But I also feel like I should also share with you the moments that aren't so great. I've developed a little bit of body dysmorphia, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm just so used to seeing myself one way, and now I put this top on, which is a top that I have not worn since my surgery, and it's like looking at someone that I don't recognize. It's not a bad thing. It's just, it's a shock. I'm sitting here staring at myself in the camera, and it doesn't, I don't look like myself. I just feel like I should share those too. This is a before and after, and I just feel weird. I don't know.
So one time my best friend was like, I want to have my birthday party at the beach. And I was like, ugh, are you sure? Are you sure you want to wear your swimsuit in public? People see you. They see what you look like. And she was like, obviously, yeah, my birthday's in July. I want to go to the beach. Stop being weird. And I was like, okay, sure. So we show up at the beach. Everyone's wearing bikinis. I'm wearing 6 layers, as you do in July. And everyone's like, oh my god, Tina, you're so fucking funny. You're so funny. Take off your clothing. Let's go get a tan. And I was like, I don't know if you have noticed this, but tanning is not really for me. I don't really do that. And they were like, no, you have to take your clothing off. So I did, and then I cried in the bathroom, which wasn't really a bathroom. It was a porta potty. So, if someone is ever wearing something to the beach, don't make them take it off, okay?
Bitches
the girls this summer. No matter if you're curvy, skinny, plus size, petite, short, tall, if you have scars, cellulite, lots of hair, no matter what insecurities you have, you are bloody stunning. Wear what the fuck you like this summer. You can wear those tiny shorts if you want, that thong bikini, that bodycon dress. You take a picture on the beach of your bikini, I'll hype you up. Who cares what people think? We have one life, one body. Honestly, show this body off. I think your body's beautiful. This year, this moment, right now, love your body.
So when I was 15, I went trick-or-treating with a group of girls that I wasn't like super close with, but I remember being like, ha! I've tricked you. We are friends for this evening. You cannot not hang out with me, because I will be there. So I show up and I'm like, hey. And they're like, hey, we've never really noticed this about you, but you've got some pretty big tits. And I was like, this took a turn I was not expecting. Did not practice answering this question in the bathroom mirror before I left. So I just was like, yeah. And they were like, yeah, so how come? What's it like to have such big tits? And I was like, let's not talk about it. I already hate my body enough. Let's not add to it. And then when we were trick-or-treating, I got so stressed out that I got lost. And I threw up behind a tree in someone's front yard. And then I came back and I was like, so crazy. I don't know the neighborhood. I just got lost. And then I wore heavy-duty sports bras and like giant sweaters for the next 2 years. The uniform, if you also wore this, let me know, because it was super hot and uncomfortable.